discuss recycle services and vehicle bids. So we'll go with the vehicle bids first. Okay.
Okay, so, I got a verbal from Knutson, it was gonna be $49,395. This is, written from Dave Smith. The 57, that's with the snow plow included, so it's 47,958. Okay. And then this one from Robidoux. This truck is not available anymore, but they can get another one in. They just have to buy it from another lot. So my suggestion would be go to Dave Smith. They have the truck on the lot. They can do the snow plow, the installation, everything all at once. Bam, done. And
Yeah, and then they're close and they
Yes,
also
sir.
can service it.
yes, sir.
Okay.
They're the low bid by
They're higher by about $900,
900 higher.
but I think.
But this price might change because they had that truck on the lot, which is not on the lot anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And being that it's closer and they also have,
Right.
take it here to get service.
We get a chance to do something local.
All right.
You entertaining a
Sure.
motion on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me get the facts down here. With Dave Smith, and the bid is 47,958, right? So I move that we accept the bid from Dave Smith for this truck and plow for 47,958.
Nope.
No.
Nope. So the truck is 47 with the plow, it's the 57 below it.
463. Okay. All right. I'll strike my motion.
Okay.
I'll try again. I move we accept the Dave Smith's bid for 57,463 for the truck and the plow.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
See, it wasn't that easy.
It's still early.
It's still early.
Okay, now on to our recycle, discuss the recycle services. I know we had problems before because of the cardboard and the magazine. So do you
Okay.
have any headway in this, or?
So, we came up with some ideas, that's all we've got here. So the cardboard, the plastic, and the magazine newspaper. Nobody recycles it anymore. We have nowhere to bring it. So my suggestion is we pull all the recycle bins throughout the valley. We can set up an aluminum recycle in our yard, so people can still recycle their aluminum cans and whatnot.
Okay.
I suggest we pull our cardboard bin in our yard. The one problem that's gonna come up with the cardboard are the businesses. They've been dumping all their cardboard for free because it used to be recyclable. Now it's gonna have to go into our trailers and be hauled to Missoula.
Okay.
So we are gonna have to start charging businesses
Okay.
for cardboard. What that looks like, how much, do we do the $100 a ton? Because, basically it's sorted, we're not doing anything with it. But I think that's gonna be our biggest kickback for the cardboard. But I don't see any other way around it.
Yeah, and we can't pay for the businesses.
Correct.
It's just the way it is. It's-
Correct.
Now
I mean-
so you're pulling the bin where you go in and it's corrugated cardboard only, that one's gonna be gone.
That one will be
Oh,
gone.
wow.
Yep, that one will be gone. We have nowhere to,
Yeah.
as it is right now, it's gonna go to Missoula.
Yeah.
There's nobody that takes it. So,
And that's what I've heard, I think it's happening too. I think.
it is, yes, yeah.
Yeah. Everybody else is.
Dumb question, we can't burn that stuff.
Not in our burner. Nope, absolutely not. Nope, our permit does not cover that. Because of the inks and the paints and whatnot that are on them, it's toxic,
Okay.
so. Okay. Yeah, so that's the recycle side of it. The metal side of it is another big problem for us, because we get so much in. We're filling bins right now. That's about all we can do. I've talked to a couple recyclers. There's Pacific up in Pend Oreille. They'll take it. It's quite a drive. I'm waiting to hear back from one other, American Recycling. I think they might be our best bet if we have to truck it somewhere. They are in Spokane Valley. I mean, it's still, it's a drive, because we have to do it on our roll-offs, and we can't fit very much in those, and we
That's
can
right.
only bring one roll-off at a time. We talked about using our live floor trailers, our garbage trailers, but the problem with those, the only way to load them is from the top.
Yeah.
And they're aluminum trailers, so if we drop an engine block or,
Oh,
who
yeah.
knows what, that floor is not gonna last.
Good thing.
It's gonna bust out every rib in that thing.
Yep.
So I'm not sure what to do there. Using those trailers, I don't think is feasible. Our roll-offs is the only way to transfer them essentially. One idea, we stockpile in our yard. It's gonna be an eyesore from the highway. But we stockpile in our yard and we have a service come in, there's multiple services that will come in, crush all your metal and haul it for you.
Okay.
Whether that's bi-yearly, yearly, every 2 years, it's gonna really depend on how much metal we get.
Okay.
Second option would be to stockpile up at Murray. We would have to work with Public Works on that to see if their guys would maintain it, crush it. It would be us getting our own crusher essentially, and then haul it. Then we can put this is third option, we could put just the metal back out to bid and see if Kip or, I don't believe John would be interested. I think John is done. I shouldn't say that, I don't know. But put that back out to bid because I believe nobody bid on it because of the recycling. They're losing money on that part of it. So if we put the metal just out to bid, possibly we get somebody.
Okay. But we'd have to crush it and everything first.
No,
No.
so let's say Kip agreed to bid on it, then we would go back like we used to do and we would transfer, in our recycle, in our bins, just up to his yard. Then he has his own crusher
Oh.
and he would crush it and truck it,
Okay.
so.
Okay. Well, I think I would, personally kind of put it in what you think would be the best option. I trust him.
So where we're at is at a loss for space.
Okay.
If we put this out too far, we are going to have to start dropping the metal on the ground at our yard, no matter what. We don't have the bins, we don't have the space for it. So if we put it out to bid, I would suggest, seeing if there's some way we can fast track it,
Okay.
so where we're not waiting 3 weeks. We don't have 3 weeks time.
Okay.
I mean, we do, but it'll be put on the ground.
Okay.
And it's gonna make a mess. There's
Sure.
no two ways around it. So, other than that, we decide to do it ourselves. We start stockpiling, and if it's gonna be a blight, then we look into putting up a building down there. Just, a 3-wall building, so they can't see it from the highway.
Okay, or we can get, like you said, talk to some of our recyclers and set up something for a long term, like 15 years or, what, I think it's, I'd have to look at the code, but we could do something like that, and so that can be all wrapped up, so we don't have to worry about it. And have one recycler for a long term to do that. Would that be something like?
Are you,
Like having Kip or having somebody else, you know, and stockpile it in our trailer, in our bins, and then haul it there? Is that what you're talking about, the third one, or the
If
second
we
one?
haul it to like a recycle center, we get
Yeah.
100% of the money back.
Correct, yes, we do.
With putting it out to bid, we only get a percentage of it, and it's a lower percentage.
Oh,
But then there's also the trucking that we have to
Yes.
consider, because we
Yeah.
cannot get very much in our bins, and if we're driving all the way to Spokane,
Yeah, that's a
We're
problem.
doing like
yeah.
2 trips a day,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's be
yeah.
a
I'd
lot of
like,
fuel.
I'd like to see us rebid the metal only one time and see
Okay.
if that, I mean, to me, that's the cleanest.
It is, and it's the easiest for us, for sure.
Okay. We should rebid it one more time and then do it for, we'll see how long.
5-year bid.
Yeah, 5, or we'll see what a long term would be, the longest we can get.
Okay, so, like I said, you know, we are kind of backs against the wall here. How quick can we do this bid?
How fast can we expedite this? Because
Yes.
normally we have to put it in paper for 2 weeks straight, and then a week later do an opening. So that's 3 weeks right there. We don't,
I don't think we can,
Do you think we can change that in the
Okay.
state law?
All right, so then, our option here would be, basically for you guys to approve that, we start hauling the metal that we have right now to Spokane to dump off, to keep us afloat until that bid opens.
Now, we don't, okay, we don't have any recyclers here. Kip's not a recycler,
Yes, he is.
so like, why would we haul it to Spokane instead of haul it just to him? That's a recycle. I mean,
because he stockpiles it and then takes it in when prices are higher.
oh,
Yeah. If we take it over to Spokane, we get paid
mhm.
immediately. There's a difference.
Is there a lot of difference between that? I mean, is there a big difference between,
What do you mean?
Metal
With
prices,
fuel?
I think.
with fuel and everything? Like if we stuck it all the way over to Spokane, or we hauled it over to Kip or what other guy, is that, how much of a price difference is it? for us?
So, that I can't answer, because the market on metal is, yeah, it fluctuates so much.
Okay,
You know, so let's say, you know, our average bin, God, I looked into it, what was it?
It's
4
about
ton?
4.
So
Okay.
4 tons, okay, is what our average bin is. It's nothing.
yeah,
And we're driving all the way to Spokane to dump 4 tons, which, let's say it's $12 a ton is all we're getting. We're not even paying for our fuel.
yeah.
You know, that's the problem. You know, but, you know, if, trying to think how it would work if we, you know, talk to Kip and see if we can dump at his place. I mean, because it'll be scaled, you know, but without a contract, I don't know how, you know, and I don't know, you know, and honestly, I don't know what the difference is between
Yeah,
dropping it at Kip's, you know, and dropping it at Pacific,
yeah.
you know.
Hmm,
Yeah.
Well, what we're doing is a 3-week solution
yeah,
to the big question, will anybody bid on the metal? So for 3 weeks, even if we have to dump it in Spokane a couple of times, I mean, I don't know, how often would we have to go to Spokane?
Probably, I mean, on average, 3 or 4 trips a week.
If we have to do that, starting when?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got, I think we've got 3 bins full already.
I think if we have to do that for 3 weeks until this bid can be legally done, then if we don't get an answer to the bid, then we gotta come back and scratch our
Then we
heads.
gotta figure something else out.
May need a
Because
bid.
trucking it 4 tons at a time is
No.
not the answer.
and that's what I'm worried about, yeah. Wear and tear and the.
Yeah.
But buying a new trailer would be pricey.
Well,
We might have to do that.
yeah, I don't think the trailer would be I mean, we would have to look into getting a crusher.
Crusher, you're right.
Is what we'd have to do, because that's the only way trucking it makes sense, is you have to compact that so you can get as much as you can in there.
Does Kootenai crush theirs?
I honestly, I don't know what Kootenai does.
Is it, I mean, just, so let's look at doing the 3 week deal. But then also on the back burner, let's look at what it would cost for a crusher in case this does happen, we didn't get no bids, so that we know what we're facing
Okay.
towards the future.
All right, well,
And
let
maybe we can
me,
go in with, maybe DEQ or maybe there's a grant that we can look at.
well, let me also throw this in then. If we do go that route, I'm gonna need to hire more people.
Okay.
You know, I mean, we
You're
just,
right, yeah,
we don't
you're
have
right.
enough people to do it,
That's right.
so.
So you probably won't know because of the,
One more, you know,
One more,
my guess would be one more, you know, basically I would have one person crushing all day long,
yep, okay.
so.
Well, that's-
Equipment wise, I think we're all right because we got our mini, and I think that would do just fine for
Yeah.
loading and crushing, so.
Well, let's just, what do you think about opening our options, just to make
Why
sure
not?
that
Yeah. why
if
not?
something happens, we have somewhere to go.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So we start a bid ASAP.
I can get that in the newspaper today,
Okay,
or not today, but I can get it to them to have in next week,
okay,
and that would put us right at the week of the 17th to come in for bid opening.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
And then we start the research on what we're gonna do if this doesn't work. But in the meantime, are we auzing them to
Haul to
haul to
Spokane.
Spokane?
Okay.
Yes.
All right, and then what about recycle bins?
Pulling them? Is that
Yes,
what-
pulling
I-
the recycle bins.
I would say we'd have to pull the recycle
Okay.
bins. I don't see any reason, because we have no choice.
Yeah,
What do we do if you set an aluminum bin in the yard? What do we do with the aluminum bin?
so there is a non-ferrous recycler in Post Falls that, the aluminum, that is one thing, so I have a lot of trench plates that I can build a hook onto, and we can grab it with our backhoe and tamp down the aluminum bins. So we can get quite a bit in those. And I think that would basically pay for itself to, maybe a little extra, to haul to, Post Falls.
Okay.
Because it's not as far, still gonna be light,
Yeah.
but, if we're able to tamp it down like that, we'll be able to get quite a bit of aluminum in there.
Okay.
So we're agreeing that we're gonna have to pull the bins for cardboard and newspaper or whatever else we have out there, right?
Yep.
And you're gonna set an aluminum bin in the yard.
Now, with these bins, just real quick, sorry, Commissioner, but with these bins that we're pulling, are they gonna be extra bins for us now?
So they are 10-yard bins,
Oh,
so they're
okay.
small.
Okay,
They're small. We can definitely figure out something to do with them for sure, though.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking out loud, just trying to make sure we're keeping track of what we're agreeing to here, because there's so many moving
Yeah.
parts.
Yeah.
Do you want a motion on the bins?
Sure.
I would move that we go ahead and allow you guys to pull the bins, set it for recycling, and set an aluminum bin in the yard for now to work at.
Oh, ready? Oh, is that good?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll second it. All in favor? Aye.
Okay. And then the charging for cardboard.
Okay.
I say we put it at a very low price, very low.
Like,
Well, but the problem is, we're still paying to dump it.
Right, no, I get that, but put it at a yard waste rate.
But the difference is, though, yard waste doesn't go to Missoula.
Greenwood, we charge for the Greenwood too, it's the same
Greenwood
price.
doesn't go to Missoula.
And what we still charge for it,
what do we charge for yard waste?
$40 a ton.
But you'd suggested $100 for newspaper. Or
Well-
I'm sorry.
For cardboard, and it's
Cardboard.
only because yard waste doesn't go to Missoula. You know, we still, you know, pound for pound, we still have to pay for that cardboard to be dumped over there.
And how much are we paying per ton?
30,
Oh, gosh. I just
38, I think,
had- It's,
$38 a ton?
$38 a ton,
Plus the cost of
plus the
delivery.
trucking, plus the loading of the trailers and, yeah, the guys to process everything. We did a full breakdown, and that's where we came up with that $100 that was a couple of years ago, but, yeah.
How many people are affected by this?
quite a few businesses.
Yeah,
You got McDonald's, you got, McGill's Place, the old Napa building there in Kellogg. Silver Valley Tire comes in with it.
Ace Hardware,
Ace Hardware. And they come in with truckloads.
and granted, cardboard's not very heavy,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but I mean, if you wanted to do $40 a ton, I mean, at least it would be essentially covering the dump fee. You know, it wouldn't be covering anything else, but it would at least cover the dump fee.
I just wanna make sure that, you know, that we're not, you know, we can't give money away, and that's the hard part. I wanna
Yeah.
make sure that it's, you know, that it's fair. I mean, just because it's cardboard versus other trash, you know, now it's all trash.
Yeah, it's all trash, exactly, it's just,
Yeah.
it's just like a business taking out their garbage now,
Mhm.
essentially.
And we're charging 100 a ton for that. What was your reasoning for wanting to charge 40 or a yard waste rate?
The biggest thing is because this is gonna be a huge,
Impact,
Impact on the businesses.
which is a reason to start it off in the middle maybe and work our way towards paying.
should we do something like say we charge $50 a ton, come back in a year and reevaluate it to see if it's done any, like, expense-wise for us on our end, something like that.
It doesn't solve the problem long-term, but I like the idea of starting lower and then examining it in a year.
Okay, well, we can do this, I think, let's start at that, but I don't think we need to maybe go a whole year, and then maybe we can, you know, maybe we should reach out and talk to these people and you know, try to tell them, hey, it's not our fault. I mean,
Yeah.
This is
just-
what's happening.
It's just what's
Yeah,
happening.
it's just
They
what's
no
happening.
longer, they no longer take cardboard, and it's just, it's
Gives the
a matter of
business some
business.
time to adjust though.
Yeah,
Give them some time to adjust.
I mean, I know I'm gonna have to do some kind of a letter so
Okay.
that they understand why. And that
And
they're
could I
not
get a list of those businesses that we have those at?
blindsided for cardboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to have Jeremy, I know the basic ones, but I don't, since I don't work at a scout house every day that he does, he can give me a list of people who
Okay.
comes in.
yeah, because it's not like we have bins at their business, they bring it to us.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
they
sorry.
bring it to
Okay,
us.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Yeah, if you can do that, just, yeah,
Yeah, I can.
that would be great. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and put that up for a motion, and then we'll go with that. And if things changes before that, we can do something else.
yeah,
So let's just start it out like that.
Well, I think 50 is a fair start, do you think?
Okay?
I move that we start to charge $50 a ton for now for cardboard. As a result of our previous motion to pull the bins.
Okay, I'll second it. All in favor? Aye? Okay. And we'll go on to the next one is the, driving over the hill, right? Or driving Spokane.
I would move that we solid waste to start driving the metal over the hill to Spokane in the interim while we're working on the new bid process.
Okay, I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. So we need anything else?
Yes. Batteries.
Okay.
So, I haven't found anywhere to take them yet, but that's only because I haven't gotten around to it.
Okay.
There's definitely places that take them. I guess we could probably throw that in with the metal recycle because, you know, batteries do get recycled.
Yeah.
We should be able to work that one in. And actually, we'll just pallet those up for now. We can sit on quite a few pallets. We can make it 3 weeks on that.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna be a problem, actually.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So
no-
you'd be
nothing else.
advertising for a bid on batteries and metal?
Okay.
Are we gonna separate those two so that people can bid on one or the other? Or are we gonna make them bid on both?
We can do separate.
Yeah, we can do separate,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
It might increase our odds of getting a metal bid.
Yeah, I think-
You might be right. You might be right.
Okay. You need a motion? Are we good?
I think we're good.
Okay.
We all know what we're doing. Okay.
Perfect.
Is there anything further? Any further questions, concerns? All right. Thank you very much, and we're adjourned.
All right,
Thank
thank you
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Yep.